Oh hey Internet, welcome back to the Type QQ channel, and welcome back to Dungeon Fighter Online. Last video we turned into our Inquisitor subclass out of the sort of generic sort of female priest, who knows what we're going to be. And yeah, we're just kind of continuing the quest to be the best Pokemon master ever. I'll be honest though, as when I was recording this video, there became a point where I was like, oh fuck, oh shit, this is gonna suck so bad. But we'll get to it eventually. It's almost like I have to read a goddamn fucking novel to you. It's one of the quests that we pick up that's extensive lore and kind of gives you an idea of what the fuck's going on, at least with some of the characters and their backstory. But holy shit, I'm glad I'm feeling better than I did yesterday, but I'm still not like at the top of my health, I guess is the proper way to say it. I don't feel 100%, but I do have my tall glass of water here just to kind of muddle myself through as I stutter and stammer through all the walls of text we're about to receive. Holy shit, I'm not looking forward to that, but hopefully it gives you guys a better experience of this game in this series. It has picked up. I was, in the previous videos, I was kind of like, come on guys, show us some life. Should I stop this shit right now or what? But actually, since my bitching and complaining, it's actually picked up. So if nothing else, the party just started a little late. But I guess that tends to happen, it is the weekend, not just some random Wednesday morning, so that makes sense, everyone kind of binge watching it during the weekend. That makes perfect damn sense. So what are we going to do? We're going to put some more skill points into skills. That sounds reasonable and sensible for any sort of budding adventurer. And learned monster killer. Speaking of monster killers, you guys hear that Monster Hunter's coming on PC? That's pretty fucking awesome. Maybe I could even stomach playing a Capcom game for more than 5 seconds to play that. Hopefully it's good. I like Monster Hunter. I haven't played it since the Wii, to be completely honest, but that's because I'm not going to play a goddamn game about smashing giant fucking monsters on the DS. I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, but that's what they spent the last 4 years doing. But it looks like they've came to their senses, and they're going to put it on the PC, so here's hoping, right? But anyway, that's a different game. We're on a quest here, take out Phileas again, and his broken core, I guess. It's on the right side there, for the fairy world. Phileas' broken core, that's something we need to get. I feel bad for him. It's probably not broken yet, and he probably wanted to keep it, but we're going to break it and then also take it. You gotta break before you take. Also, as a cool little side note, there's a cool reaction video done by a friend of the channel, Ashley and Lancelot Show. They did a cool little reaction for one of the Battle Traverse videos, so follow my Twitter stuff, get on my Twitter, click on my Twitter, do something on my clitoris, holy fuck, oh shit, that was a Freudian slip if I ever said one, right? Well, click on my clitoris, and then find the link, click the link, and then watch it. I guess this is it for me. I deserve to die for following Emma anyway. Is it Emma or Emma? Emma. Hey, if you go back to Vitala, give this to her. She'll know. You came back safely. I'm glad. But Phileas, in his last moments, Phileas asked me to give you this, and it's a dick pic. This is his core. He protected it even though his mind was being eaten away by the evil power. With this, the new ruler can be born for the fairy world. That didn't dissolve the fact that it was a dick pic. Phileas, thank you, and I'm sorry. I've looked in the MA that Phileas mentioned. It's the name on a tombstone in the basement of the Ringwood Penitentiary. Whoever he was, he died with it with so much anger that the spirit couldn't cross over to the other side. Bring me a chunk of his brain. His angry spirit fed on spiritual residue that was thick in the Ringwood Penitentiary and grew strong. It was strong enough to control Phileas. Adventurer, Phileas's ward around the path of the basement should be lifted by now, and Ferris's friend is in the basement. Could you go check this place? I suppose we could check this place, the Ringwood Penitentiary, and get Ferris's friend, who's not Phileas, who's not suffering, but maybe suffering from the Black Nightmare after the metastasis, the Great Metastasis. Like I was saying last video, these guys, these characters sure love just bashing you over the head with like these sort of specific terms over and over and over. We safely collected these components for this title. Hooray! What sort of title is this? I'm curious. Light and something resist. Not good enough. We are still going to be taking that punchy punch title. What else is on the agenda? Where are we going? The Forgotten Forest? Looks like we can go to the underground penitentiary or the Forgotten Forest. You see in the top right corner of those levels, there's little scrolls. It tells you that there's quests to be done there. If it doesn't pop up on the bottom there. There we go. By Jesus, we're off to killing things again. I mean, is it really such an evil world if those little, like, flame squirrels live there? It can't be that bad. But, you know anime worlds sometimes, they're not, they're not particularly, like, the evil's not particularly evil looking. Everything's semi-cute, or at least intended to be. What's up with this owl, anyway? Goddamn annoying owl, just go away. I've yet to decide whether or not the game volume is high or low. It's just gonna fluctuate, I guess, for me. I'm getting a lot of those Arad meteors. We should probably cash those in for consumables. Alright, here we go with Shibuka again. Put us to sleep. He put us to sleep. He was watching some Game Bound. And he made some sort of off-reference 80s movie joke. And it put me right to sleep. But luckily we're up and going again. And his anger permeated the whole place. I should have checked for such evil entities before I cast my seal around the place. I'm worried about Ferris's friend. Even the strongest people can't last long in a place like that. She's not a wimp, but she's been in there too long. I better rescue her now. I'll help. It'll be quicker if we split up and search. I like you, kid, and I owe you money. That's what I was gonna say. And I owe you anyway. I like you, kid. All right. And her name is Thelma. Meek-looking, black bobbed hair. Save her something. I was like, let's split up. It's always worked in horror movies before. I was like, yeah, it's a good idea. Let's split up. So from our mission, we did get some cool accessories that look like, on average, to be better than what we're wearing. So we'll do the old switcheroo on them. Alright, another event there. The honey time stuff, if it's not the worst title thing ever, is like you get items for as long as you're like logged into the game. So yeah, stuff. It's so weird, we're just choked with like times 2 EXP bottles and everything. We really should use them. I mean, we have in the past. It's just sometimes, like, I just can't be bothered, you know. Oh, I'm staying quiet and resting my vocal cords for the novel that awaits us later on in the game. I skimmed through it real quick and it didn't seem that long, but I bet it's like 5 minutes long. It's going to be utter hell. I'm just dreading it. Alright, we're gonna go rescue Thelma. I don't know what we're fucking with, but we just gotta let enemies come up and punch us once. Oh, I remember what it was. We had we have a quest to use one general MP potion. So I just sat there and used an MP potion, hoping it was the general type, you know, because there's like, yeah, that's the all these little different, like the strength of the MP potions have different names. So once we find a general MP potion, we'll make sure to use it just for that mission. And hot diggity damn, there's one right there. Good stuff. And there we go. Probably didn't need to use it, but all the same, just to be done with it. Resources really haven't been much of an issue so far, so can't imagine they're going to be in this mission. Alright, second to last room before the boss room, which I'm sure won't give us much of an issue, but all the same, some rad meteors. Which could possibly be, is she Thelma? Which could be kind of like, don't interrupt me, Emma, or I'll kill you. Don't interrupt me, I'm trying to tell a story. Even she's lost her mind. Yeah, I was saying maybe those rad meteors are like chunks of the old game. The old game world, rather. She's a tough bitch, huh? She put her boot right between my eyes. But still, no match to my level 18. She's a tough girl in there, fighting her stuff. Until this level 18 person comes by and whoops her ass. What was the commotion I heard? I had to come. Thelma! I had no choice but to knock her out. She attacked me first. Oh no, she's running a fever. You better take her to the village. I braced for the worst, but, oh Thelma, the MA, I'm going to make it pay for this. I did what I could, but her fever won't come down easily. She's too deeply affected by Emma's evil power. She'll be okay if that rock is gone, won't she? Mark my word, I'll pulverize that rock. Ferris, you need to stay with your friend. She's too weak to fight off the fever. She might not last until you can get rid of the Emma. What? You're supposed to be a famous alchemist. Save her. Ferris grabs Morgan by the collar and shakes him as if he weighed nothing. Calm down. I'll do whatever I can to stop Emma. Ferris, you stay here. Please do. I'll help. And I'll help keep an eye on Thelma. Hold on, I missed a perfect opportunity to do something absolutely stupid. When she was talking about pulverizing that rock. Do Jim's stupid 80 rocks voice. Hey Jim, if you listen to this, fuck you. The 80 rocker voice. Holy shit. Someone won't tell that guy that 80s hair metal is almost 40 years old now. Almost 40 years old. The air feels heavier. I better hurry up before Emma encroaches on my mind, too. I mean, it already is. We were already just doing 80 rocker voices, so it's already this evil, corrupted place has already been affecting our mind state. Pretty soon we'll be a bumbling buffoon. There we go, level 19. Hopefully that sort of extra strength will ward off our demons. This inner voice in our mind to tell us to not be funny and to state irrelevant things. Survivor Kaviko, whatever his name is, did not survive very long there. He lived most of his life without an axe between his eyes, but then we made sure to make an exception of that. That's one gigantic tombstone. Its size must have doubled with all the anger and residue memories of the dead that it had absorbed over the long period of time. Adventurer, why are you interrupting me? My body is filled with anger of those who died unjustly. I'm just trying to give them a sense of closure, and what I do is not your business. I won't have intervened if you stayed underground. Now I have to stop you, whatever it takes. Arrogance like that is what makes me be angry. Look at that big stinking rock. Do you think you can put an end to the darkness by stopping me? You already lost your light. It's with that confusing remark, the tombstone crumbles into dust. From the debris of Emmy, I feel a familiar energy of the Black Nightmare. Welcome back. Everyone else with Thelma, I was worried about you, adventurer. I can't say how relieved I am to see you back safely. Welcome back. I knew you succeeded because Thelma's fever has been calming down. Good job. Greenhorn, you did great. You're more reliable than I first thought. Thanks to you, Thelma is no longer bedridden. By the way, how did you go with that chunk of rock? What the hell was it? Well, a chunk of rock, right? It wanted to dominate the world. That damn old rock had a grandiose plan. It's good that you destroyed it. Oh right, I think Fatala has something to tell you. If you see her, don't forget to complain for both of us. That's right, crush anyone with dreams. And the most evil of things spilled out of the tombstone. That storybook. That evil fucking thing. We should have left it down in this awful pit of hell. But instead, that's the funny thing, it's like I've never seen it before. It says initiates a quest to obtain storybook, shallow knowledge for refined Aradians 5. I was like, what the shit? It's a quest that can't be cancelled, and you have to finish it. And I was like, that's pretty interesting. I want to show that to everyone on the watching the videos. It's awfully strange. I can't believe such heinous energy exists in such a big mass. It definitely warrants serious study. Says the guy who just needs any reason to cut up and dissect something. Thanks to you for bringing it to me. Let me repay you on behalf of the court. This gear is sealed magically. Make sure you unseal it before you equip it. Or you won't be able to equip it. I mean, that's how that works. spirits living in the Forgotten Forest looked nothing like those in the Crystal Forest. The Forgotten Forest is heavily influenced by the energy of the great metastasis, so much so that it's dangerous to most people, but you're not one of them. Type QQ. I need shards from ice fairies named Aquariuses. Would you bring them to me? We just might. For you, Morgan, you sick weirdo, we will cut up and dissect anything that you want. Thank you for coming. I wanted to see you because there's something I'd like to ask of you in private. But first of all, let me thank you for saving Abnova and Silver Crown. I couldn't have contained the problem if you weren't here. And now, this is my question. Didn't you notice something strange when you saw Emme from close range? When it was destroyed, I felt some energy similar to that of the Black Nightmare that attacked Syria and the monsters. Was Emme the mastermind of the Black Nightmare? Emme was powerful, but not enough to call forth the Black Nightmare across the rod. I think someone or something else is responsible for that phenomenon. Quest complete. Well, that's right, we did level up, so we can kind of throw a skill point here or there. That seems to be just here. Done and done. Do we dare? Oh, here we go. Buckle your buttholes in, Jesus Christ. Oh, wish me luck, everyone. Queen Maya. The current queen of the Dark Elves. She has a reputation for rationality and composure, two rare qualities found in someone so young. After Underfoot rose from above ground from the impact of the great metastasis, she opened the city. Fuck, I already fucked it up. The Queen of Belmire was the daughter of an influent merchant who married the crown prince. She began governing the kingdom shortly after their marriage, when the prince quite suddenly fell ill. After her husband's untimely death, she gathered the following and rose to the throne. She was considered the most charismatic political leader in Belmire's history. She disappeared when the great metastasis destroyed Belmire and remains missing. Well, maybe she's fucking dead, how about that? A Blademaster of the Empire. He was the short sword master among the 4 Blademasters who fought Sirocco in the Screaming Cavern. He was made a baron when he returned to the Empire after defeating Sirocco. Currently, he is the leader of the Iron Wolves, a group of knights under the direct command of the Emperor. Syrian. A katana master among the 4 blade masters who fought Sirocco in the Screaming Cavern. In his youth, he traveled around a rod and made his name known. Despite his reputation as a great knight master, he has only one student. That sounds sexy as hell. Argonzo, a great sword master among the 4 blade masters who fought Sirocco in the Screaming Cavern. He is quiet and likes to keep to himself. Before the Screaming Cavern, he wandered around the continent on his own. And he has the longest backstory, I'm sure. Bawanga, a mace master among the 4 blade masters who fought Sirocco in the Screaming Cavern. The chief of the Bantus, a hulking giant that carries a giant mace that he has inherited from his former chief. He is proud and ambitious and reputed as a magnanimous hero. Shonen Asuka, the current queen of Suju, born with the great aptitude of fighting. She also attained She also fought Sirocco in the Screaming Caverns. When she was 12, she left on a journey to see the world and put herself to the test against worthy opponents, particularly Sirocco in the Screaming Caverns. She ascended to the throne after the death of Shonan-kei, the wise king, and had been trying to abolish the long-standing isolation policy of her country. Blademaster Soldoros, yes. A legendary blade master who was believed to be apt with thousands of weapons. He was the owner of the weapon selector that was rumored to resonate with a surrounding weapon and intensifying its power. His favorite sword was Argath's Colarasis, which identified itself as female. Solodoros's sole purpose in life was to master his swordsmanship and pit himself against worthy opponents. A great mage best known for creating the giant pentacle that turned Hedemire from a desert into paradise. His incredible powers were the envy of even the elves, the original practitioners of magic. He had a great appreciation for the color white. He also liked cherry pie and other random weird facts. When he first revealed himself in public, he took the form of a young man, but he spoke in the manner of an old man, confusing people around him of different ages. He was optimistic and loved nature, having taken pity on the elves who lost their forest because of some greedy humans. He created the great pinnacle that transformed the barren land of the elves into the verdant paradise. The work was so exhaustive that he forever lost his magic power, could no longer maintain his youthful appearance. Oh, dang. Before he disappeared, he was believed to have written a grimoire known as the Anti-Envy. His great pinnacles were destroyed in the Great Fire along with Grand Flores and the Screaming Cavern. Michael of the Holy Eye, the first saint who received a revelation from his god, and one of the 5 holy men who led the priests in victory in the Black Crusade. He created the divine combat techniques, the arts of combat unique to the priests. He was blessed by his god and remained young, and his blue eyes are believed to see through disguises, especially that of Sirocco in the Screaming Cavern. He rallied priests, taught them how to distinguish the imposters. There we go. I guess my throat's finally tapped out of this one. Then he disappeared, but the priests believe that he will return when disaster befalls Arad. If Sirocco ever comes out of the Screaming Cavern, they'll be back. Jesus Christ, I almost made the whole length of that. Holy fuck, now my voice is like, fuck you. End this video now, but we've got a few more minutes, but I think my voice is just done. Good God. Good God. Send help. Send help. But you know what? It's over. It's over. And at least we know when we get those storybooks. Now. I'll save them for, like, in between recordings, and I'll just blow through them. I mean, it's not like we got a ton of experience out of it. I think we would have got more if we got one experience per minute we stood there reading that stupid thing. Alright, and we need one more item out of this level, and I think we're just about all complete with, was it Silver Crown, is it? And then we move on to our sort of next hub world. Jesus Christ! I've now fallen into like irreparable conditions. But we all knew it was going to be really bad even before it started. But you know what? I'm happy it's over. It wasn't perfect, but that's it. You know, as long as we can stumble through the finish line, that's all that matters. I think at level 22 we probably should start thinking about some new gear, some new armor. I mean, maybe, maybe not. I don't think it's going to particularly matter too much. I think we're going to be kicking everything's ass for a while. But we shall see all the same. We might keep that axe for a while. That axe, I think, level 15 and probably better than most things that we'll find. There's actually a rare weapon there. Nagigama. I wonder if that's for the priest or maybe somebody else. It seems like it's a priest weapon. I don't know if a female priest, but we shall see. All right, so we got that consumable out of that last boss. So that's going to tie up our last quest that we need in this area. All kinds of good stuff. Look at an armor piece in there that we should probably put on. It is for the priest, but it is vastly worse. However, it is magically locked, so when you unlock something like that, it does give it a magical property on top. Most of the time, I think, or maybe all the time, random. But I think we have such an epic axe, even if it is lower, it's still up better. Have you learned something type QQ? I was hoping you'd learn about fire, water, shadow, and light attributes in the Screaming Castle of Sirocco. Even if you didn't, it's not a problem. You are able to beat spirits without knowing about them, and it's not like you won't have another chance to learn about them. Did you learn anything? Yeah, they die pretty quick when you smash them with my axe. I mean, it's like we're gonna just chop everything down. There we are. And I think maybe that Naginata as well. Naginama, whatever it is. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff. And we'll come back and play some more Dungeon Fighter Online in the future.